everybody. My name is Cristina Vane, and I'm here to talk about a riff that got me hooked. And I came across this riff and this song when I think, just graduated college, and I didn't know anything about the blues, and I was just getting into Blind Willie Johnson, and I heard Jesus Gonna Make Up My Dying Bed, which of course many of you probably know Led Zeppelin covered, and I was like, this is barely the same song. And I fell in love with Blind Willie Johnson's version. His playing on this song is totally out of control. It's off the chain. So I'll play a little bit of my version and then talk about what I find so cool about this riff. Right, so Blind Willie Johnson. First of all, this song, I think he recorded this in 1927, and I just think it's still one of the coolest things I hear around. He does this awesome top string melody thing going on in a lot of his playing, so that was an easy way for me when I was starting to play slide to work on keeping my bass going while doing a very slow right. And what else is super cool is that he's just sounding out this riff throughout the song, and you don't need a tab, especially if you're playing slide. You kind of just start to slide into the right notes if you listen to the song enough and you know the riff. But that's that main riff that really I've struggled with for a long time and thought it was just the coolest thing. And what else I find pretty interesting about how Blind Willie Johnson plays this is on the recording, he's not really playing the bass the way I just did. He does this sort of like a very like charismatic bass, but it's not necessarily a super Travis style defined each note. He kind of like percusses, and then also doesn't always actually keep the bass going in a super regular way. There are some riffs that he does far more ornamented than I might do it, but he also takes his thumb out. And that's something that you can experiment with. I personally really love Travis style picking, and I like having a steady and defined bass line in a lot of my own songs. So I kind of have adapted it to this song as well when I cover it and I play it live. And to be honest, I actually play this song in a rock style with a different riff sometimes, kind of nodding to the Led Zeppelin cover. Actually, I go in between because this is a totally different song in some ways, and this riff really defines that. You don't hear this in the other one. The other one's like or something like that, and this has just got all that definition and that exactitude that Blind Willie Johnson played with. So I think it's a much more interesting version, to be honest, even though I play the other one live all the time. And I encourage you to go listen to all of Blind Willie's other stuff, because he does this style a lot. I mean, that's what he basically only does, is this awesome, powerful bass, and then this really, really soulful and quick and vibrant playing on these high strings. And then he sings, of course, as well. Haven't spent a minute apart with a receiver in my hand and religion in my heart. I can ring 'em up easy. That's virtually the whole song, and then it's So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this little video, and hopefully leads you to look into Blind Willie Johnson and maybe some of the other guitar players that had that kind of awesome Delta blues picking going on, because that's some of my favorite stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.